Good morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Monday yesterday. Today is Tuesday, December 14th, 2021, and it's a day 3. Before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. The Mindful Minute is a good way to get yourself to settle and to arrive at the here and the now. Because the future, such as the holiday season, is upon us. Our minds might be going really, really crazy about it. We're really excited about it. We might have trees or different ways of celebrating the holidays. And well, you know what? Don't get ahead of yourself. Bring yourself back to the here and now and allow yourself to just be. To allow yourself to just notice that this Tuesday might be like any other regular Tuesday. But there are some blessings, and you should take advantage of them by noticing them. So let's start by using our eyes and scanning our environment and focusing on one thing. One thing that you are simply existing with in your room. Notice what it is, what it looks like. I'm looking at something that's pretty colorful that has words on it, right? So that's kind of cool. So you study what you're looking at and just notice the shadows, the shades of different colors, its size, things like that. Take a breath in through your nose and out. What do you sense with your sense of smell in your environment? And what does that smell remind you of? Smell, as I've shared with you before, is a great way of reminding people of certain experiences. Okay, and then with your skin, what do you feel with your sense of touch? And finally, just pause and listen. What do you notice with your ears? What do you hear? All right, so let's move on to the breathing part. Notice your body. Notice your chair holding you up. Notice where the weight of your body meets your chair. And get yourself in a nice, comfortable position. I'm going to use the starfish breathing because some of you guys have asked me to do that. You can use whatever breathing technique works for you. Let's go ahead and take your first breath in. And breathe in. Breathe out. Arrive. Breathe in again. Feel the coolness of your breath and the air going in through your nose, filling your belly, and then as you breathe out, notice the warmth of that air coming out of your mouth. In and out. Allow yourself to get yourself into a rhythm because now I want to invite you, as you breathe in, to think about what feelings you've brought to school, what emotions you've got. Breathe out. Whatever those are, bring them into your heart. Breathe in. Sit with them, even if those feelings may not be the most pleasant. Breathe in again. Sometimes those most unpleasant feelings are the ones you want to ignore and push away. Breathe out. But if you are like me, you might have realized that the more you push them away, breathe in, the harder they push back. So let's do the opposite. Let them in, recognize them, breathe out. Identify what those feelings are. Don't get too wrapped up in why you feel a particular way. Breathe in. And let those feelings tell you what they need to tell you, whatever the messages are. Breathe out. And in due time, they'll move on, making space for new emotions. And in just a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, that's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You could go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Mindful Minute. Yesterday, I actually had a student tell me how thankful he was that I was joining him in the Mindful Minute. And that's kind of true. We are doing this together. So you're joining me, and yeah, I'm joining you. That's kind of neat to think about. All right, we have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, show that you're respectful to yourself as well as others. You know, the other day, I know I talk about doing the right things even when nobody else is looking, and how at the end of the day, if you think about it, you feel good. And when you feel good, you know you've respected yourself. You know, there was a basketball player. There's a video of him that kind of went viral recently, and his team actually lost a college basketball game, and he wasn't on his court. They had traveled to the other team's court, so not everyone was friendly towards him. And as he was going in at the end of the game to the locker room, he noticed that there was a trash can that had been dumped out. Now, he's a star basketball player. But you know what made that video go viral was, instead of walking past all that trash, this star basketball player, who should have been really upset because his team just lost, stopped, picked up that whole trash can, and started throwing food and trash back into the trash can. You know what was really cool about that video too was also, as he respected people at that other court, other people joined him and started cleaning up too. So to me, not only did he respect the team that beat him and their basketball court and their trash can, he respected himself. You all know that. When he goes back into the locker room, I'm sure he's going to be real proud of himself. But he was also a leader because other people joined him. And that was really, really cool to see. How you could be a star basketball player, and a lot of people might think that you're just too good to pick up trash. And he paused to pick up trash, and wasn't even his trash. And how it ended up becoming a movement for other people in that area to just start picking up trash. How cool is that? That's a great sign of respect. Also, show that you're responsible. Responsible with your hands, with your feet, with the words that come out of your mouth. How respectful you are with those words, right? That basketball player was responsible with his hands and used his hands to pick up trash. How amazing is that? So he also showed responsibility, no doubt about that. And you guys can show that kind of responsibility as well. Our character trait of the month is compassion. Use your hands. Give a handshake, a nice pat on the back for those who need it, right? Use kind words that are compassionate and build people up. Fill their buckets. Okay, those are responsible ways you can use your mouth. And finally, our third B is be ready. Make sure you're ready to learn, ready to not give up, ready to tackle the day, ready to realize that learning is hard. We all know that. Sometimes it's easy, but most of the time it's hard. And what I want you to do and show your teachers is that you're not going to easily give up. You're going to keep trying. You're going to know that the more you try, the more you fail, eventually you're going to build yourself up. And one day you'll get to success. It's pretty simple. Easier said than done. And I want you to practice it. Our character trait, as I shared, is compassion. It's about kindness. Guys, I see some great kindness every day. I see people telling other people that they like them just the way they are. I see friends picking up trash for other people, that should go into the trash can, or picking up things that people dropped and returning it to them. That's really cool. I see a lot of you boys and girls just quietly raising your hand. That's kind and compassionate to the order of the classroom. So you don't have to be loud. You don't have to go out of the way to be kind and compassionate. You can be kind and compassionate just by doing regular things. Now, I do want to say this. That Christmas tree in the front of in our lobby, it's getting filled with new hats and new gloves and new coats. It's kind of cool. If you haven't seen it, next time you go by the lobby, take a look at it. Look how cool it looks. And I'm still hearing the jingling of those coins being dropped into the kindergarten, first grade, and second grade buckets. So that's pretty cool too. All right. I challenge you to tell somebody that you love them just the way they are, because it's important to tell them that. And I want you to hear from me. I love you too, just the way you are. Have an amazing Tuesday. Can't wait to see you guys around.